Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to learn about rational numbers. Yes, this is the first chapter of class 8 NCERT Maths. So before knowing rational numbers, you need to learn about sets. You should have a little bit idea of what is set. So what is a set? Your geometry box, it is a set of different elements like compass, eraser, rubber, pencil. It is a set of different elements. Like library is a set of books. It contains different types of books. Similarly, the numbers are divided into different sets according to their sizes. The most commonly used number set is a natural number set or counting numbers, you can say in layman terms. Okay. So what is natural number? Natural number is nothing but the numbers that we used in our counting, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dot, dot, dot. Because it has no limit, so we write it as dot, dot, dot. Because it has no limit, it can goes up to infinity. So then comes whole number. What is whole number? Whole number is nothing but an extension of natural numbers. So what is natural number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dot, dot, dot. Just add a 0 before it, then it becomes whole number. Now what is an integer? The integer contains all the positive numbers, all the negative numbers and 0. So it can be written as 0 plus minus 1. Plus minus 1 means plus 1 and minus 1, two different numbers. Plus minus 2 means plus 2 and minus 2. So plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4. Plus minus 4 is not a single number, it suggests two numbers, plus 4 and minus 4. The plus 4 is the positive number and the minus 4 is the negative number. So all the negative natural numbers and all the positive natural numbers and the negative of the natural numbers along with 0 is called integers. Means it can be written in a number line 0, 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 and in the left side minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, dot, dot, dot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all natural numbers and the negatives of the natural numbers and 0. This is called integer. Okay. So then comes rational number. Rational number cannot be written in an ascending order or a descending order. So therefore we have to write it in a formula. So what is the formula? The formula is that P by Q such that PQ should be element of Z and Q must not be equal to 0. That means the denominator must not be equal to 0. What is Z? What is Z? All the number sets are denoted by some alphabets. Like natural number is denoted by N, whole number is denoted by W, integers are denoted by Z, rational number are denoted by Q, real numbers are denoted by R. So therefore what this means, like for example, with the example you can understand. 2 by 3, it is in P by Q form, that is in a fraction form. 2 by 3 form, and 2 is an integer. 2 is an integer or not? 2 is an integer. 3 is an integer. So PQ element of Z, this formula, this number satisfies this formula, and Q must not be equal to 0. Here Q is 3, so it is not equal to 0. So therefore this number satisfies this formula, therefore it is a rational number. Therefore it is a rational number. Similarly, minus 2 by 5, it is an integer, and it is not equal to 0. So therefore it is a rational number. But 0 by 5, is it a rational number? Yes. 0 is an integer, 5 is an integer, and the denominator 5 is not 0. So therefore it is also a rational number. But 5 by 0 is not a rational number because Q must not be equal to 0. The denominator cannot be 0. If the denominator is 0, then it is not a rational number. It is not a rational number, and it is not even a number because it is undefined. It is undefined. So we cannot define this number because no number can be divided by 0. So therefore it is undefined and it is not a rational number. Now look at this. 1 is also a rational number because if we write 1 like 1 by 1, the value is same 1. If you write 2 is 2 by 1 and 3 like 3 by 1, so the value does not change. So therefore all the whole numbers and all the natural numbers and all the integers are also rational numbers, are also rational numbers. So natural number is a subset of Q. Whole number is a subset of Q. Integer is a subset of Q. So now we have a clear understanding of what is a rational number. Then what is a real number? Real number, all rational number, all rational numbers and irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. If we combine these all rational numbers and all irrational numbers, then we get a real number set. So this is not a chapter of real number set, so we are not going to explain it further. Now we are going to explain some properties of rational numbers. So let's check some properties of rational numbers. There are three properties: closure property, commutative property, associative property. What is closure property? For example, if we add two rational numbers and the answer is a rational number, then it satisfies the closure property of addition. If you are multiplying two rational numbers and getting a rational number, then it satisfies the closure property of multiplication. Similarly, if you divide two rational numbers and getting a rational number, then it satisfies the closure property of division. So let us check with addition. So take a rational number like 2 by 3 plus add 5 by 4. So 2 by 3 is a rational number Q, 5 by 4 is a rational number Q. If you are adding it, 4 3 is 12. 23 by 12, this is also a rational number. So it satisfies the closure property of addition. Next, subtraction. Let's take the same number. Minus 7 by 12, which is also a rational number. So therefore it also satisfies the closure property of subtraction. Let's check with multiplication. So here 2 by 3 is a rational number, 5 by 4 is a rational number, and we are getting 10 by 12, which is also a rational number. So let's check with division. Two by 3 is a rational number divided by 5 by 4. So we are getting 2 by 3 into 4 by 5. 4 2 is 8, 5 3 is which is a rational number. But if we take another example, like 5 is a rational number divided by 0, which is also a rational number, but we are getting 5 by 0, which is not a rational number because it is undefined, because the denominator cannot be 0. So it does not follow the closure property of division. The rational number does not follow the closure property of division, because if you take 5 and 0, we are getting 5 by 0, which is not a rational number. The closure property said after operating the two numbers, we should get the same rational number, but here it does not satisfy the definition. Okay, let's check commutative property. What is commutative property? Commutative property means a plus b must be equal to b plus a minus b must be equal to b minus a, and a divided by b must be equal to b divided by a. So let's check commutative property. First with addition. 5 by 2 is a rational number plus 2 by 5 is also a rational number. So what we are getting? 10, 25, 4, 29 by 10. So let's change it like 2 by 5 plus 5 by 2. What we are getting? 10, 4 plus 25, 29 by 10. When we have changed the order, we are getting the same number. So therefore it satisfies the addition property, addition in commutative property, and let's check subtraction. Okay, 5 by 2 minus 2 by 5, 10, 25 minus 4, we are getting 21 upon 10. 5 by 2 plus 2 by 5, sorry 2 by 5 minus 5 by 2, what we are getting, 10, 4 minus 25, which is equal to minus 21 by 10. So 21 by 10 minus 21 by 10, both are not equal, therefore it does not satisfy the commutative property of subtraction. Now comes to multiplication. 2 by 3 into 5 by 4 is equal to 10 by 12. Let's change the order. 5 by 4 and into 2 by 3 is equal to 10 upon 12. So we are getting the same number even we have changed the order. So this also follows the commutative property. Now division. Let's check with a simple number. 5 divided by 2 is equal to 5 by 2. 2 divided by 5 is equal to 2 by 5. Both the numbers are different, so this does not follow the commutative property of division. So the rational number follows the commutative property of addition, does not follow the commutative property of subtraction, follows the commutative property of multiplication, and does not follow the commutative property of division. Now let's go to associative property. Example, a plus b plus c should be equal to a plus b plus c. If this formula is satisfied, then we can say it satisfies the associative property of addition. Let's check some number. 5 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. Now write like this. 5 plus 3 plus 2. So 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. So the numbers are same, therefore it satisfies the associative property of addition. Now check with subtraction. Okay, we'll take the same number. 5 minus 3 minus 2 is equal to 5 minus 3 minus 2 is 1. So is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 3 minus 2 is equal to 5 minus 3 is 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Both the numbers are not equal, therefore it does not satisfy. It satisfies the addition rule but does not satisfy the subtraction rule. Now check with multiplication. So a into b into c must be equal to a into b into c. So let's check with some simple numbers. 2 into 3 into 5 is equal to 2 into 15. 2 into 15, so therefore 30. 2 into 3 into 5 is equal to 3 into 2 6 into 5 30. So both the numbers are same, therefore it satisfies the associative property of multiplication. 5 divided by 3 divided by 2 is equal to 5 divided by 3 by 2 is equal to 5 into 2 by 3 is equal to 10 by 3. Okay, now 5 divided by 3 divided by 2 is equal to 5 by 3 divided by 2 is equal to 5 by 3 into 1 by 2 is equal to 5 by 6. Both the numbers are not equal, therefore it does not satisfy. So therefore it does not satisfy the associative rule of division. This is all about rational numbers. The last two things that I have to tell you about 0 and 1. 0 and 1. 0 is called identity of addition. Why? Because if we add any number with 0, we get the same number. we get the same number. Similarly, 1 is called identity of multiplication. Identity of multiplication or multiplicative identity. Okay. So if we multiply any number with 1, we get the same number, like 5 into 1 is equal to 5, minus 5 into 1 is equal to minus 5, 0 into 1 is equal to 0, 5 by 2 into 1 is equal to 5 by 2. 0 and this is 1. 0 is called identity of addition and 1 is called multiplicative identity. I hope you all enjoyed this video and you learned what is a rational number and you get the idea of other numbers too, like natural numbers, integers and real numbers. So if you enjoyed this video and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe this channel and do press the bell icon.